Okay, so the Asia Middle East Division over the last year, 2 years, has been working a lot on understanding the Leave No One Behind agenda and understanding how it presents an opportunity for our work. Within the heart of that is an understanding of what those communities are, who they are, what they look like. And the intersecting lens that we use in our work, that we have a huge amount of experience in a lot of our countries, understanding how gender, how caste, how religion, ethnicity, disabilities, the different intersecting inequalities that keep people trapped in extreme poverty, how we understand them is a driver in all the work that we are doing, and it's certainly the ambition going forward. When we look at the framework of the new global strategy, we see the 3 Ps. We see power, we see poverty, we see prophetic voice. At the heart of our understanding of poverty are those communities living in extreme poverty and those under that banner called Leave No One Behind. This is something incredibly distinctive and exciting about the work of the division, and we are going to be committing to invest in it, our energies, our expertise and our resources to ensure that this is at the heart of our theory of change as a division and across all of our country programmes. So when we look at how these 3 come together, how we see the causes, the structural causes of poverty, how we see, understanding of power, and how we see an understanding and definition of poverty in our contexts, and our prophetic voice, how we develop movements, how we are a part of movements, how we understand our own identity in making change happen, will bring us into this area here where the 3 interconnect with each other. And from that, we believe very strongly that we can have the most difference for those communities that require support so much more. They are voiceless and often increasingly marginalised. It's very easy in our world to forget them. It's hard work, it really is hard work, and there are more risks associated. And as an organisation that struggles to get the balance right, but between being prophetic, to being impactful, and understanding how we manage risk and compliance, it's a real challenge for us. But the division is ready to take up that challenge of really pushing those boundaries so that we can be really proud of the impact we're having on those communities living in most extreme poverty. My last point perhaps is looking at our faith identity. During the corporate strategy workshop last week, there was a lot of discussion around religion and what that meant for us. And our view across Asia and the Middle East is that whilst that may not be defined through a church lens, our faith identity is critical. When we look at side by side and other initiatives, how do we make them interfaith? How do we make those connections between other faith actors, faith leaders across our countries, faith organisations and institutions? Because actually critical empowerers to this work. Often when we think of faith, it can actually be a block. Those traditional values sometimes do not allow us to break open and understand where these intersecting inequalities really create that tension and keep people in extreme poverty. We actually think it's an opportunity as well. So we'll also be looking very much at how the division across all of our programmes can break into that. And we're going to be looking at that at country level, regionally, and very committed to taking those messages into Christian Aid's global work as well.